Hello everyone, I am Dr. M.A. Sabita, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Chemistry, Sadakatullappa College, Tirunelveli, Tamil Nadu.
In this module 2, I am going to discuss about the modes of vibrations, vibrational frequency, and the factors affecting the vibrational frequency. First, let us see the modes of vibration. If you consider a diatomic molecule, only one mode of vibration is present means that molecule behaves as a simple harmonic oscillator. But if we consider polyatomic molecules, the number of modes of vibration may increase with increasing number of atoms. So the vibration spectra of polyatomic molecules will be complicated. Suppose if you consider a molecule with n atoms, the positions it is necessary to specify 3n coordinates or degrees of freedom to describe the position of the molecule. For a linear molecule, there are 3 translational degrees of freedom and 2 rotational degrees of freedom. So, the vibrational degrees of freedom is given by 3n minus 5. If we consider a non-linear molecule, there will be 3n minus 6 vibrational degrees of freedom or modes of vibration. So, these two formulas are used to calculate the normal modes of vibration of a molecule for both linear as well as non-linear. A molecule is said to have a normal mode of vibration when all the component atoms oscillate harmonically with the same frequency and also in the same phase. A molecule may be considered as a system of balls, and also the bonds may be considered as springs. When the molecule absorbs the infrared radiation, it starts vibrating. There are two types of normal modes of vibration. One is stretching and another one is bending vibration. First, I am going to discuss about the stretching vibrations. In the stretching vibration, the distance between the two atoms, that is the bond length, increases or decreases and the atom remains in the same bond axis. The stretching vibrations require higher energy and also they occur at higher frequency. This stretching vibration is of two types. One is symmetric stretching and another one is asymmetric stretching. First one, symmetric stretching. In this type, both the atoms move in and out simultaneously. But in the case of asymmetrical stretching, the atoms move in and the other atom moves out. So, there is a difference in the movement of both the atoms. One atom moves in and the other atom moves out. Next is bending vibration, or it is called deformation. In this type, the distance between the atoms remains constant, but the position of the atom changes relative to the original bond axis. So it requires lower energy and also occur at lower frequency. It is of two types. One is in-plane bending and another one is out-of-plane bending. In in-plane bending, the atoms bend. Finally, the atoms remain in the nodal plane of the system. And also, it is of two types. One is scissoring deformation and another one is rocking deformation. In scissoring deformation, both the atoms swing to the opposite side. But when we consider the rocking deformation, the atoms swing to the same side. The out of plane bending, the atoms bend and remain out of the nodal plane. So it is called out of plane bending. This out of plane bending vibration is of two types. One is wagging deformation and another one is twisting deformation. In wagging deformation, the atoms swing up or down out of the plane of the paper. In twisting deformation, one atom swings up and the other atom it swings down related to the plane of the paper. Next, I am going to discuss about the vibrational frequencies. The vibration frequency can be calculated using the formula omega is equal to 1 by 2 pi into root of k by mu, where mu is the reduced mass, k is the force constant or strength of the bond, And the value of vibration frequency increases when the bond strength K increases or the reduced mass mu decreases. The bond strength for a single bond is approximately equal to 5 into 10 power 5 per gram. So we can approximately calculate the frequency of the CH stretching vibration to be 3100 per centimeter. Similarly, the approximately calculated stretching vibration for C double bond C stretching is found to be higher frequency than C single bond C stretching. It is due to the higher bond strength of the double bond. Now we are going to see about the factors influencing the vibrational frequencies. The calculated value of vibration frequency for a particular bond is never exactly equal to its experimental value. The difference may be due to several factors. So these factors, they are interdependent among each other. So some of the factors which are responsible for this shift of frequencies are vibrational coupling, hydrogen bonding, electronic effects and bond angles. First, let us see about the vibrational coupling. Consider an isolated CH bond which has only one stretching frequency. But if you take the methylene group, that is CH2 group, two absorptions occur, one is symmetric and another one is as antisymmetric vibrations. So these vibrations, they occur at different frequencies, hence they are called coupled vibrations. So vibrational coupling takes place between the two bonds vibrating with similar frequency. So it may be both may be fundamental or Fermi resonance. So fundamental vibration couples with the overtone of some other vibrations. So consider the group CH2. The antisymmetric stretching frequency in per centimeter will be 3000 and symmetric stretching frequency in per centimeter will be 2900. And for NH2 group, the antisymmetric stretching is found to be 3400 per centimeter and the symmetric stretching occurs at 3300 per centimeter. The next factor is hydrogen bonding. Generally, the hydrogen bonding changes the position and also the shape of the absorption band. For example, consider ethyl alcohol in carbon tetrachloride, which gives two OH absorption bands around 3360 per centimeter, which appears as a broad in the spectrum, and 3620 per centimeter, which appears sharp. The band at the higher frequency is due to the free OH group and the band at the lower frequency corresponds to the strong hydrogen bonded OH group. When the alcoholic solution is diluted, the absorption band due to free OH band is more intense than the hydrogen bonded OH. So the hydrogen bonding weakens the OH group and lowers the frequency of vibration. The next factor is electronic effects. The absorption frequencies are altered by the inductive as well as mesomeric or resonance effects. For example, consider the vibration frequency of C double bond O stretching in different molecules of acetone, monochloroacetone, dichloroacetone. So it follows the pattern. For acetone, the frequency is 1715 per centimeter and for monochloroacetone it is 1725 per centimeter and for dichloroacetone it is 1740 per centimeter. So there is an increase in frequency which is attributed to the minus I effect of the halogen substituted molecule. So the minus I effect of chlorine atom makes this increase in the frequency. So the bond is shortened and the force constant increases. And also the vibration frequency increases. So when instead of halogen group, alkyl group is introduced, it causes plus I effect, that is plus inductive effect, which results in the decrease of wavelength of absorption. For example, consider formaldehyde, the frequency is 1750 per centimeter and for acetaldehyde it is 1745 per centimeter and for acetone it is found to be 1715 per centimeter. So in each case, the alkyl group increases, so the plus I effect increases. Hence, the frequency decreases. Next factor is bond angles. In cyclobutanones, the vibration frequency of C double bond O stretching is very high. This is due to the bond angle strain. The bond angle of CCO-C group is reduced below the normal angle of 120 degree. So the S character is increased and the C double bond O bond is shortened. The frequency also increases. Thank you.